welcome everybody to another exciting episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin, right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael. I will be your Dungeon Master this evening, along with my wonderful players. Fortunately, -1 tonight because of work-related issues, but hey, maybe,
He's right here.
He's right
in our hearts.
In our hearts. Absolutely. And if he gets, if he's able to join us a little bit later, hopefully he'll pop in and contribute to the chaos of what will be this role-playing session tonight. So, thank you guys for joining us. I do want to thank our sponsors, Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp, for all their support. If you type in !CCG or !Little Dragon in our Twitch chat, you'll get links to their websites and storefronts, which you will see that all of our wonderful people in chat are posting for us. Thank you, everybody. So make sure you check them out. If you use the coupon code BONUS at checkout with Little Dragon Corp, you get 15% off of your order. So make sure you check them out at some point tonight during the show. One other announcement I wanted to get out of the way before we begin is there will be no Monday stream next week. We are taking the week off, but we will be back on September 2nd. Monday, September 2nd. So mark your calendars. No game next week, but the following week we'll be back for episode 7 of this wonderful game. So, hey, thank you guys so much for joining us in chat. Chat's gonna run Orcon for him. That's, we've got chat ready to go. Oh, one last thing. Don't forget, !Vecna recap, where we have our episode recaps linked for you guys in case you need to catch up with the show without being able to have the time to sit down and watch the whole stream on YouTube. You can check out these small, like 2-paragraph little summaries of what happens in the game and get yourself all caught up. Any other announcements that we've got for tonight? Are we ready to roll, everybody?
I think that's everything on over here.
All right.
I'm good to go.
All right. Well, let me change the music because we left off with a battle sequence. So I'm going to take us over. I'm going to take us over to the map, and I'm going to get us some battle music going on again. And
I mean, you could just say, you know, we knocked him out and there's no battle music.
I don't think an individual that looks like this guy and has the name Gerard is going to back down from you guys that easily.
It's not our fault he hates his name. Take it up with your parents.
Go to the courthouse and change it.
Well, Odd, it's your turn. What would you like to do? It is.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am.
Top of the order. Of course. All right. Let's see, because I cannot see the map. Give me a second. There we go. All right. It just moved a little bit. So I'm going to follow the standard of ladies first. We're going to cast Guiding Bolt on the Nothic. So let's see where that is here.
With point blank range, casting Guiding Bolt's going to give you disadvantage.
That's all right. I believe in myself. Let's see. So,
what about you, chat? Do you believe in Odd?
first roll is going to be a 12. Is that a hit?
12 is not a hit, Odd.
Okay, well, guess what? Disadvantage means I just missed.
Well, you can roll. You can roll again, and then you've got some resources you can spend.
All right, let's see. The second roll is 27. Is that a miss?
That would have hit.
All right, let's see what I got here. I got a 12, so I'm just gonna use one of the 3d6 inspirations down there.
You got it.
So, 14 hit.
Do you want to roll any more, or are you happy with that number?
I'm happy with it.
Okay. The guiding bolt goes wide.
Oh no!
as it crashes to the corner of the room there.
All right, and then bonus action, going to give Selena, who already has the magic weapon, going to give her advantage on her attack against the Nothic Master Tactician.
Master Tactician, you got it. And
Thank you.
Yep, that'll end it.
That'll bring us to the very injured Forest.
Yeah, did not have a good time last time.
That's right.
It was a bit of an issue. So for my bonus action, I will use the Hexblade's Curse on what was his name? Jarrett.
Gerard.
Gerard.
Yeah. Garrett.
Oh, Jesus,
He looks
marmalade
at,
all
he,
over
look,
again.
he looks at all of you angrily and says, "That's not my name."
Yeah, so we'll give him the Hexblade's Curse, and I'll make an attack at him.
Hexblade's Curse, you got it. It's cursed. So 21 does hit.
4 more damage on top of that from the Hexblade's Curse.
You got it. So 13 total damage.
And I don't have any spells, otherwise he'd be having a worse time.
Do you have 2 attacks, right?
I do have 2 attacks. Same exact roll.
Oh yeah, hits again. Is it still 4 on top?
Yeah, it's proficiency to all attacks.
You got it. So 14 points of magical damage as 2 quick slashes, and you can see him teeter back a little bit. Looks a bit bloodied.
That's all I got. If I move
Alright.
away, I'm going to die.
Hazel, that brings us up to you as you watch Forrest with these 2 quick strikes against this creepy spellcaster in the room.
Okay, so Hazel, because I can, and it'll keep me from getting hurt. I'm not gonna move myself on the map, because it doesn't make sense. But she's gonna move as far as she has to over, while concentrating on her Shivering Star spell in the room, and put a hand on Forrest.
Okay.
And is going to use the healing, the Fey Energy, the Balm of the Summer Court, which is a bonus action. And I'm going to use 4 of them. So it's 4d6 and then plus 4 temporary hit points for him. So let's roll 4d6. Jesus, could I have rolled worse?
Wow, that you
not
could
by
have,
much.
but not by much. Wow.
6 points plus 4
temporary.
I'm
Temporary,
trying.
Yep. So you got some temporary hit point buffed on top.
And then
Now, are you technically like moving over to, or are you just kind of staying there and like reaching out in your?
reaching out. Yeah, I'm not going to get out of range of this thing in front of me.
Sure.
And then, because I'm concentrating on my spell and because I just feel like it at this point, I'm gonna slash at the Nothic with my scimitar.
All right.
I'm not very good at it, but let's.
Drawing steel and coming in. With
I
an
hit the
attack.
wrong button. Pause. 10 to hit.
10
so it
is unfortunately going to miss.
doesn't matter.
It's a creature easily dodges your attack.
Too busy trying to get to Forest and hit, and I
Yeah,
just
it's like,
nothing's going well.
Yeah, you're trying to do
Nothing
2
goes
things
well.
at once.
Fail.
All
That's
right.
my turn.
It's
I'm
your
really annoyed
turn.
by it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did Orcon? Did he use his like hover ability? Is it he's hovering over in the corner of the room
Flying.
last
Most
time?
likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
okay.
was flying, I believe.
So he'll probably just go ahead and blast 2 Eldritch Blasts, probably towards Gerard? Or would he go
He's
for
the one that did 64 damage in a single attack, so.
Yeah, I would say he would probably do that. So let's go ahead and pull up the his character sheet. And sorry, Twitch friends, you're probably going to hear some crazy sounds from my D&D Beyond. I'm just going to roll through here. You guys won't see the roll, but I'll go ahead and call it out so we can... First Eldritch Blast is going to be a 25 to hit, and that will definitely strike. So, he takes 12 damage, but he always had something else that was doing damage on top of it. and
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
he gets
sure
to add his proficiency bonus for 1 attack
for
per
one
turn.
attack. Okay,
Yeah, for the thunder.
And it's thunder damage, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so 12 points of force damage. Thunder damage coming in. Let me check something really quick. Yep, he's good. So thunder damage, 4 points of thunder damage as a thunder crack can be heard around the room. And then a second Eldritch Blast as he gets 2 of those a turn. Oh gosh, only a 12. And that's going to miss its target.
Yep.
So who did he have the hex on?
I think that's the purple dot on the Nothic.
He did
Yeah.
put the hex on the Nothic.
Oh, on the Nothic. Okay.
But I think he was seeing the other one probably as more of the threat here.
Yeah.
Which was a good assumption. So we've got Jarrett. Kind of looking very badly
Con
hurt,
save.
but oh yeah, he's got his con save for the cold in the room. 17.
Okay, so he saves, but he takes half.
Half damage.
So let's roll better than I did, please.
Oh, 20 points. So he's going to take
Damage.
10 total.
10 total.
10 cold damage. Looking rough, but is standing tall. And unfortunately for him, he is limited at what he can do. But he is going to just go ahead and do his 3 blasts again. He's going to focus on Forest first.
Yep.
And rolls a natural 1 for his first attack. He's going to go to Forest again. A 17.
Nope.
Is deflected, so his final attack against Forest is a natural 20. Critical hit.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Which will put Forrest down, but you guys those first 2 rolls killed him because he was going to stop focusing on you once you fell down and then concentrate on chewing up some of your friends. But you guys watch as with one strike of this kind of purple energy that's flaring up from Jarrat's hands, he strikes Forrest down to the ground. And since he no longer has a threat around him, he'll take a step back. And that brings us to Selena.
Does the skeleton go on his turn?
Oh yeah, the skeleton does. Thank you for
Just
reminding
asking for
me.
the sake of
So
trying to kill it with the cold, if I can.
well, actually, even if he succeeds with the 20 damage, that skeleton crumbles to cold dust and just dies.
Just trying to get problems off the board.
That's right. Selena is up.
So, Forrest, what are your hit points at?
0.
Not good.
He's
0?
unconscious.
Yeah.
Can
fully
I-
unconscious.
Can I move so
Ooh.
that I'm taking a swipe at the Nautic on the way to giving Forrest one of my healing potions?
Yeah, you could do that.
Don't think a 9's gonna
A
hit.
9 is not going to hit, though. Man, this guy's, like, really agile and just diving out of the way of all these strikes.
And then I just close the door.
Selena closed the door on poor Bitey's face out there in the hallway.
Oh, that's who that was. I'd forgotten.
And then, how do I use the healing potion for you?
I will say if you move there, Selena,
Mhm.
you would provoke an opportunity attack from the Nothic. But if you move to here,
Between me and Forrest, yeah.
you wouldn't, because you wouldn't be leaving his threat range. Oh, and Derek, thank you for all the gifts. Look at that.
Yeah,
You
a
guys
whole
got
bunch raining
We
in.
got a whole bunch. They're making it rain in chat. So we got...
You got one too.
Oh, did I get one again? Oh, thank you. I'm up to
Yeah.
6. I like to see it.
Yikes.
I hoard those things. I know I shouldn't, but...
So I
So-
don't know the stats on the potion of healing that we
I think
got, but I
it's
would like to
2
use one.
D4 plus... Is it regular potion of healing? Does it say?
It was just the ones that we got from the previous dungeon.
It's probably a regular then. Or were they greater? Do
I'm
you
checking my notes. Please hold.
know?
Greater healing potions. She got 2 of them.
Greater healing. Okay, so I believe that's what, 4d4 plus 4?
I think.
Yeah.
So we can't lose our forest.
Nope.
And does that count as my second
That counts as
action
your...
that I'm ability?
That's your bonus action.
Okay, so I still can take another swipe.
You can, because you attacked. You can make another strike. Because healing potions, even now, the way they're doing it, there's a video that says healing potions, no matter what you do with them, are bonus actions, even if you dump it down somebody's throat.
Ooh,
Yep,
shit.
I'll just roll the healing on here.
Whoa, a crit! So that's actually an extra point of damage because your rapier is technically a magic weapon right now because of odd. So
Correct.
you did
Forrest doesn't
11
enjoy
points of
healing.
damage.
Jesus, Forrest, get better at healing.
What is with you guys and all the ones?
Forrest, do you want to use a reroll?
It's all right.
We
He's
just got a
conscious.
bunch.
I am conscious, and that's what matters at the moment.
I'll take it.
All right. I think I got everybody's things updated in our chat display. Okay. All right. So Selena, taking a swipe, hits the target, drives the rapier into the one-eyed creature's chest.
Side note. Odd. Am I crazy? Did you give Selena advantage on her next attack on the Nothic, so wouldn't the first one have hit with the 23?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, then it would have hit. Yeah, go ahead and you can roll your damage for that first one. 6, so 7 piercing on that one as well. It's
Super
looking
hit.
rough, but it's still standing and in the fight. And that
I'm
will
gonna end
bring
my
it,
turn there. Yeah.
and that will bring us to our one-eyed friend. Because you were the one who kind of went ham on him right there, Selena. He's going to make 2 claw attacks against you. A 19 to hit.
Yes, that'll hit.
That will slash across you for 7 points of damage. With the second one coming in at another 19, dealing another 4 points of damage to you.
Oh, yeah.
It just snarls at you as saliva, a mixture of saliva and blood kind of drops from its mouth to the floor.
Yeah, lovely.
That brings us to Odd once again.
Gonna repeat guiding bolt against the Nothic.
Okay. And you repeat a 12 again.
Well dead. All right. This time I'm adding my proficiency bonus for 16.
16. Using a pro bow. You got it.
Mhm.
And that will strike.
Okay. So 14 radiant damage to the Nothic.
14 radiant. And as this thing is just cascade, as Odd just like takes his hands and points them out, and just this bright light shines on the creature. You hear it scream. And then nothing is left but the sizzling remains of the Nothic on the floor in front of you.
And Master of Tactics gonna give Forrest advantage on his next attack.
Forrest with advantage on your next attack. Excellent. Odd, you're free to move if you'd like to.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. That brings us to Forrest, who's technically prone.
Yes, I'm going to. I'm gonna get up, obviously,
Okay.
and I'm a little pissed off at this guy now. Already was, but even more. So I'm gonna take 2 more slashes at this guy.
Okay.
Oh, wait, with advantage.
Yep. So 21 definitely hits.
Another 13 total.
13 total. He's still up, but he looks very badly hurt.
Do not have advantage on this.
Yep, this will be a regular roll, but that's still good enough.
Oh wait. Oof.
Oh!
Maximum damage.
Maximum damage. Forrest, how you want to take this guy down?
He's backed up against the wall, so I'm going to drive the sword straight through him and pin him against the wall.
Oh, and as you do, you can feel like the sword kind of goes in between like the bricks of the wall a little bit. It's like sticks in there, and you can see him go up against the wall. And he's, how dare you? How dare you ruin it? How dare you ruin my plans? And then you pull the sword out, and he just falls to the ground.
And as I pull the sword out, you can see the curse's energy kind of flows in towards me as I heal another 9 hit points.
Beautiful. And that takes you out of encounter, everybody. I'll clear the turn order for you. Change our music. Alright. As he slumps to the floor, you look about the room and see the 2 corpses laying there, along with a bunch of frozen skeleton bones.
Can I search the bodies
Sure.
for anything useful?
Sure can.
And I was gonna search the desk.
Sure. Search the desk. Okay, perfect.
Oh no.
Hazel, as you're digging around the like physical persons, you don't find anything on them. They really didn't have anything that they were holding on to. Selena, looking at the desk, you can see there is like several like pieces of parchment and notebooks laying there on the desk. One that he currently had open, and you could tell probably before you guys arrived was freshly inking some things down. As you were looking over it, you can see that the notes, as you're just taking a couple glances, notes describe that he's currently like refining a ritual that describes kind of draining and sacrificing a victim's secrets and knowledge to Vecna.
Oh goodness.
His notes illustrate the first test of the ritual, which was used on a disloyal cultist as its first victim. His future attempts, Geralt has chosen townspeople from Neverwinter whom he believes have particularly meaningful secrets, and their secrets will be the best of offerings to Vecna, the great and wonderful Whispered One.
I'm gonna take the parchment and the notebooks, share with the party what I found, and is there still some ink out, or is
Yeah, there's like an ink and quill like sitting right there. Yeah.
I'm gonna take some of the ink, go over to Jared's body, grab his fingerprint, and put it in my notebook.
Okay. Sure.
And tell the party, I think this might be what Bitey McBiteface dealt with. And our friends that we've saved, Umberto, definitely gonna have to give him some information on this. tell him what we found when we get out of here.
There's only one more person to find.
Yeah.
The scholar, right?
Yeah, the cultist we questioned mentioned they already took him towards the ritual room.
But Gerard wasn't here, so if the ritual hasn't happened yet, we might be okay. And if it has, it's maybe too late. Yeah. And Hazel, like, shoves the bodies around on the floor because she finds something fun, and will go back out into the hallway with Bitey McBiteface.
Okay. Who tries to bite you as you walk by? But
I call for Orcon and have him deal with her.
that will be what Orcon does tonight. Oh, and Odd just opens the door. All right.
Oh no! I was gonna say I need a.
So
I was gonna
give
say
me
I
one-
need a minute because I have
one-
18 hit
What?
points still.
And
How
as
many
Odd
times in
opens
this
the door-
dungeon am I gonna say stop opening doors?
Well, I'm still disguised as Otsu. You guys just
Oh, you're still disguised as.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to follow me.
All
right.
I will describe
wait.
what you see, though. As you open the
Alright.
door, you can see an enormous room features raised galleries at the east and west ends. There are 6 chanting figures that ring in the east gallery. Their hands are raised toward a spherical cage hanging from a 30-foot tall ceiling. The ritual's leader chants from the west balcony, surrounded by hunched, one-eyed creatures with knobby hides. A terrified elf struggles in the dangling cage. I do have an image of this. Let me see if I can pull it back up. Here we go. Show to players. Show to everyone. Here is what you kind of see.
Cool. Jeez.
That's an unusually clean shirt for being in a dungeon.
Probably his like under shirt. You know, like if he's a scholar, he probably had like 5 layers of robes. And
That's
stuff.
right. Yeah, definitely the undershirt. But because you do currently look like Oxtu, they just kind of glance your way, and it seems like their primary focus is this ritual that is taking place. You can see that this woman over here, closest to you on this side, here, is chanting, and some kind of mystical, arcane waves of magic seems to be rising from this book upon a pedestal in front of her as she just kind of is enchanting and moving her hands around. And these individuals in the back here are just doing the same thing, like raising their hands, and it looks like they're just concentrating immensely on this figure in the cage.
We can't see what you're pinging. It's just black.
Yeah,
to
it'll
us.
be black to you until like you can until you move into the room, but you can hear them over there.
Oh, okay. I can hear chanting. All right. Does the main lady notice me in the door, or
Yeah,
is it
as
just
soon as
a
you
knock?
open the door, they all kind of look towards you, but then they just immediately go back to what they were doing, seeing that it's Oxtu at the door.
Okay. So I'm just gonna give them a nod. Close the door.
Nope.
Keep any prying eyes from seeing whoever else is in this hall, and go explain the situation to the rest of the group. We have a minimum of, I'd say, probably estimated like seven or more people in that room. So
I won't be much use
prepare.
at the moment.
We're gonna have to prepare ourselves for battle.
Okay. Crap. Hazel's sorting through her bag as she mutters to herself, and Odd would hear summon Sylvan of just random curses and arguing with herself, it seems, while she looks for things that would help the situation.
Okay. I don't think Orcon has any way to help in this regard.
I think the best he can do is we can take a 10-minute short rest instead of a full hour. So I believe he's the genie type.
Yeah, for him.
Oh, but that only works for him.
No, I
And
think
he's actually-
at 10th level he can pull all of us in.
I don't know. That's a him thing. I don't think his character has done that with any of us yet. So even if he could, I don't think we would want to make.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make that decision without him here. If that's something
Fair.
he was trying to kind of role play out story wise with you guys. I don't want to step on his
Yeah,
toes
especially
there.
since he didn't bring it up last time. That's fair.
Right.
Hazel goes, ooh, and walks over to Forrest and grabs his face. Do you want to be a bear?
I mean, I've never considered it before.
I can turn you into one, and then you can just go bite them. And if they hit you, it's just hitting the fake bear. Or something else. I can think of something else.
Still a lot of people, even for a bear.
Yeah. Yeah, I think your spells might be better placed on hitting as many of them as possible.
I don't have a lot of things that hit. I have a lot of things that get weird.
Your little snowstorm thing he's been working.
Yeah, I'm still concentrating on that. I'd have to drop that to turn you into a bear. She's just swaying as she thinks.
I can try to separate them, trick them into going into two groups, but
Just get like two at a time. We'll knock them out.
that would be like a plan B kind of thing. We still need like a plan A, just in case they don't follow me.
Michael, how long, DM Michael, how long would my spell have been up by this point? It's a 10-minute, I think, concentration. Do I have a lot of time left on it, or?
I'd say you probably still have about 5 minutes left with all this chatter with you guys back and forth and scoping out what was ahead.
Can I look at Bitey, McBiteface, and try
He's
to
still
figure out what
trying to bite
skills...
anyone who gets nearer.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of skills she might have if she was in her right mind.
While we're discussing this, I'm gonna heal myself for 10 with Lay on Hands.
Okay.
Does she look like she
Didn't
was
we
like...
say that we had another healing potion somewhere?
But that's like the last big one.
And I had found 2 other healing potions since we've been in here. Oh, we don't know what kind of potions they are.
Yeah,
2 red bottles.
Yeah. I would not suggest randomly.
What are you at? Like 20 out of 50 or 60?
28-ish.
Out of yeah.
No, like, about 30% or so.
Yeah. I'd rather you drink a potion and go in with 30%.
Or anything else we got. Like I say, I'm trying to keep a few points of Lay on Hands just in case. Other than that.
I don't have anything personally.
Well, I mean, do you know what's in these things that I found? Can anyone tell me before I drink it?
What kind of roll do you want to, Michael? You
that
want a
a
medicine
detect
roll
magic?
or?
Yeah, what is that, Michael?
Just make an Arcana check.
Okay. All right. Let's see what is in the bottle. I have a mediocre idea.
You're not really 100% sure. I mean, it says for healing use only. It looks like a healing potion, but
Selena would have had a good roll on that.
Orcon volunteers to take a sip. Says chat.
I agree.
I don't think anybody has anything to identify.
Would detect magic tell me? No.
No, just that
that's
it is
just
magical.
Okay, it is magical.
Yeah. Oh, well, it does.
Yeah,
It tells you the
I
school
might
of
have to
magic,
pick
doesn't
up identify. I might have to pick up identify next
I'm
level.
not sure.
it?
Not sure anyone else can, so...
While we're standing out here, and my spell's gonna drop anyway, and that's fine because we're planning.
I mean, you guys could technically take another short rest here,
But the spell's going
We're
on.
just worried about the amount of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the spell will
Yeah,
go.
because
the spell will
they seem to
disappear.
have already
They're in it.
started chanting, so the ritual has begun.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
don't
what
think our
this guy was
characters
doing
would
in
take.
here, it seems like he was working on an addition to it, so they might be waiting for him.
I don't know. It's just playing from a character perspective. If I saw a guy in a cage and a bunch of people chanting, I wouldn't want to take
Yeah.
an hour.
Yeah, an hour's too long. All right, I'll risk it. I'll drink one of the potions.
All right.
Oh,
The
he's
other-
got 3 legs now.
Are you're drinking one of the ones that you found?
Yep.
Okay. What room did you
He's gonna
find?
turn
those
into that
in?
mutant fish that you always see on The Simpsons.
It was, I believe it was after we fought the other spellcasters.
Oh, here we are. Here we are.
Oh.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Damn it.
You're not gonna like this.
Nope.
Because you also
Ooh,
take 7 points of poison damage,
Mm.
but your con save is good. So let's see what that does. So you resist the effect of being poisoned by this substance. As you just take a little bit of damage, you feel really, really sick to your stomach. You
Nope.
throw a little bit up onto the floor, and this is definitely not a healing potion.
Nope, don't drink those. Nobody drink them. Bad idea.
Okay, forget this. And Hazel's going to. Just want to read this one more time so I remember what it is. Can I? I'm gonna use Healing Spirit. I'm gonna call forth a shape of like my direwolf form, and Healing Spirit at 4th level, which concentrating for a minute until the spell ends. Whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, but we're out of turn order, so it doesn't matter. You can cause the spirit to restore 3d6 hit points to that creature, no action required. So it's up for a minute. So we have 10 turns of us stepping into this,
Right.
essentially.
Right. So 10
turns of
10
3d6.
turns of
Mhm.
3d6. So who would like to go those?
We have
so you
10
got
turns,
10
so I think Forrest
expenditures,
needs
yeah.
some of them. Forrest needs at least
Oh.
4 of them, I think.
I would say Forrest would take
Or let Forrest
them
start going
until
first
he's
and see how he
full,
does. Yeah.
And then,
And then we'll
see
go
how
from
many
there.
is left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Forrest-
Orcon's just slightly injured. He's not that bad.
Yeah. So we'll go Forrest first since we know he's the worst, and then we'll see how much we have left
So I'll
after
just do
Forrest.
these one at a time, I guess.
Yeah.
What's your
just
what's your
3d6
little
each.
healing spirit look like, Hazel?
It's her direwolf form, but looks more like a puppy almost, and is like a
Okay.
little like bouncy and yappy and stupid,
Okay.
and
got
just sits and waits for everyone to come by and like is like puppy hugging it.
it. Puppy hug.
What's that so far? 32?
32 hit points. And that's
You said there was
3.
3d6 each, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy, okay.
This is the 4th. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. Better roll.
Hey. That'll be full.
Okay.
So we have
So-
5 more.
You still have
So-
5 left. Yep.
Lena needs to
So
go in, I
how
think,
much-
at least once, right? Selena took a couple hits. Oh, you're muted, Twin.
Oops.
Yeah.
I'm at 54 out of 77. So
Okay, so definitely
so
going in for at least twice.
3d6.
So roll 3d6 and let's see where you're at.
Oh, there you go. 11.
Okay, do again. Okay, that should put you pretty good, right? That's
yeah, that's 74.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
pretty close.
Odd.
We'll do Orkin first.
Okay. Well, we have 3
Well,
more, and I don't need any.
You are, looks like, a little bit worse off than he is.
No, we're both 11.
Oh, is it both 11? Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Alright, we'll roll 3d6 for Orcon. Let's do this. 3d6. and he's
Okay.
almost full.
Okay.
Yeah, not worth spending it on 1 hit point.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
And,
we got to spend it regardless.
Well, just
Oh,
do
true.
your.
Otherwise it just goes to waste. Yeah, so it's 8 for me.
There's one more. If I roll it for myself, then I probably get back up to full. But I also can turn into things and get hit points that way.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
who needs it the
where's
most out of
my-
everybody else?
I don't.
Okay.
I only need 3 to get full, so
Okay. Yeah, I only need a 6 to get full. So. Odd, you're good.
Yeah, I only need 3 to get full. I'm
And
fine.
Orcon's good now.
Orcon is good. He only needs 1, but you guys got 1 left, so you might as
Forrest,
well
do you want to take
top
it?
somebody
I
else
am
off.
truly full. I cannot
You're
take
full?
any more.
All right, I'll just take it.
Mhm.
It's we're wasting it, but it is what it is.
But yeah, might as well get
All
somebody
right,
topped
back
off.
up to. I'm topped off
So,
completely.
while this is all going on, one of the new Warlock features is that I can take a minute to restore 1 spell slot.
Okay.
So I'll be doing that while this is going on.
All right.
Speaking of which,
I imagine Orcon does the same.
Probably he would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he restores 1. Is there any it's just 1 minute and it does it? There's nothing else you have to do to get it? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's like the level 3 feature or something like that.
Okay.
And it's technically half of your spell slots rounded up, but I'm pretty sure at this level that's just 1 anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So I have 2 sorcery points, which means I can convert it to 1 additional spell slot, but I'm not gonna do that quite yet because I can do that in battle. If we're all ready, I'm gonna go try to separate this group.
Could you just go in and try to call someone in the hallway, and Forrest just stabs them once we shut the door?
Well, the
I
only
can't
things
really
near
be
the
inside of the
door.
doorway when that happens.
Yeah, the only things near the door are demons. They're probably not gonna come to me.
When we're ready to go in, I have one thing I want to do before we start.
Do we have any rope?
I still probably have some left.
All right, I'm gonna borrow like 5 feet and make a leash for Bitey. Can Bitey move down here by the door
Okay,
with
we
me?
we
Oh,
can
yeah,
just
yeah.
yeah.
We can probably just leave her in the room where we just
Gerard.
killed Gerard.
She's
Oh, I
currently
want to
trying
use
to chew
use
on the
her as
leash.
an excuse for why I'm re-entering the room.
Oh, fair.
All right, so what do you want to do before I open?
I can channel divinity to give us advantage on all mental saving throws until for 1 minute.
Sounds good to me.
Hazel pulls out this fan that she's had in her bag
Okay.
and holds it out to Odd and just says, if anyone gets a little too close, you can use my fan to knock them back a bit.
Oh,
It's the wind fan wondrous. It's the item cast gust of wind spell, and it can.
look at that.
But since you can get in more than I can, I'm thinking it might be more handy in your hands for now. I want it back
Okey
later.
doke. Got it.
I might be turning into a wolf, so I might not get to use it. So
All right, so channel divinity, we ready to roll?
I think so.
Right. So
All right,
after,
let's
after
do-
Forrest
let's-
does his little channel divinity, you have 1 minute.
do-
Now, technically, you're not in combat yet, so
Yeah.
Now, let's see what I can con my way into with this.
as you walk with Bitey McBite on the leash, here as you're moving into the room.
Oh my,
can
that is
see-
more than 7.
Oh. No more doors, no more
10, 11,
counting.
12.
The creatures
Oh
all kind of like
my.
turn to you, but see you as someone they recognize. And it seems like this woman up here is continuously chanting, and the magic aura is kind of just resonating from this book. You see the elf kind of like looks and scatters towards you at first, and then just kind of slunks back as he looks and sees that you're just another cultist.
How's Bitey McBite? responding to being pulled on a leash?
Seems
Poorly,
to be
right?
just following you and then just trying to chew on the rope.
Okay, so she's not trying to bite me?
Not currently, no.
What if I pull her a little bit closer?
Okay. She doesn't appear to attempt to bite you.
Oh, crap. Alrighty.
This woman looks towards you. Ox 2, have you come to assist? Quickly, Ox 2.
Woman, just say lasagna? Is that what she did?
Something like that.
I drop to one knee and show my respect by bowing my head, and then I stand up again and
Why are you acting so strange?
but I require your assistance. Well, I require the assistance of some of these. I get frustrated, and I'm gonna roll a 17 for an unarmed strike for 0 bludgeoning damage because I'm weak as shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna backhand Bitey, and I'm going to exclaim towards cultist fanatic 10 and 11. I cannot focus on our ritual with this thing just wandering around trying to bite me. Can you two come help me subdue this creature and restrain it back in our barracks so we can continue this ritual? And
You see,
here's a huge ass roll of deception here.
yeah, you can roll. Okay. They all begin to like chuckle. And the woman kind of like looks over to you. It's like, what are you talking about? She doesn't bother us.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
One of the cultists over there is like, just lock her in a room. We're busy.
So
Come on, Ox 2. I can feel it. We are close now. The secrets have almost left his body. Chime in. Join us. You know the incantations. Jarrett showed you. Join in.
Absolutely. Giving this gentleman in the cage a quick glance, does he look anything worth saving? Like, if I save him, do I have possibly like a level 1 fighter on my side, or is he more like a level 0 commoner with 1 hit point?
You really don't have any clue by just looking at him. Just like it looks like a
lovely
younger elf in that cage. Looks scared as all get out. Nothing looks like it's happening to him currently, but you're not really sure what this ritual is and how it takes place. I mean, you got an idea what it's supposed to do, but you're not sure if it's actually going to work.
Okay. Alrighty. Going into the room then. I'm gonna position myself.
Are you still Dragon Bitey?
Yeah, it's still Dragon Bitey.
Okay. I'm about ready to just give you guys control of that token so I don't have to move her around anymore.
Bitey, the next owl bear of this campaign. Something about lasagna. E.T. phone home.
And I would say, I hate to say it, but a minute has probably passed, and you guys have lost your channel divinity.
Great.
as Odd is continuously, and you hear a call from above you since you went down the steps. That's it. That's it. Keep it going. Let's siphon the secrets from him. The door is open over there. Forrest,
And-
you can probably hear this.
So I'm just gonna start chanting real words like, "Buddy, you better be worth a shit, because I'm about to save you." Somebody. All right, boys, let's do this. Let's do-
Wait,
If I can hear that,
that's-
I guess I go in.
That's not part of the incantation.
Neither is this, and we are going to cast a spell. So, you want to
Okay.
initiate
Uh,
initiative or spell?
Do your spell first, then we'll roll initiative.
Ooh, you are such a generous person.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was just creepy.
I hate
That's
the laughing
right.
kids.
Hideous laughter.
Hideous laughter. Who are you casting it on?
The main what
The woman?
the woman. We'll just say.
Okay.
I was gonna say
So
lady.
that is a wisdom save. So you're
Wisdom
gonna
save
get
16.
That's only 11.
Oh no, she didn't save. Let's see. Fall prone, becoming incapacitated, unable to stand up. And unless she is immune to charm, is she immune to charm?
I don't believe she is. Let me double check just to be sure, but I do not think she is.
Just to be on the safe side. Just be on the safe side.
Yeah. But I don't think. Nope, she's not.
All right. At the end of each of her
Mhm.
turns, and each time she is damaged, she can make another wisdom saving throw. But until then,
So she just
chuckle hard.
laughs hysterically and falls to the floor, and starts rolling around, and everybody just kind of looks over in shock. But these others over on the side, even though they're looking over there in shock, they continue to concentrate. But what I need you guys to do is go ahead and click on your tokens and roll me some initiative. And I'm hoping that I can add these fellows all at once, because let's see if it works. I'll reset the API this time. Please work. It did!
Oh my god!
Rejoice!
Success.
Michael,
am
can you
happy.
add odd or Orkan?
Yes, I can do Orkans too. Yeah. Click on him, click initiative. There he is. Wow, that was very poor. Is there anybody else we need to get on there, or do we get everybody? I am going to say that these folks over here on the right do not get an initiative,
Oh,
At least not yet.
as they are focusing on the ritual. So I'm going to take us over to some battle music, as Odd has kicked things off for us. Let's get a nice, let's do this one.
I didn't do it.
All right, and Odd, you get to go again.
Oh, look at that. All right.
To the top of the order.
So, since these fanatics don't seem to be assisting, I'm afraid that if I cut down this gentleman, it would just aggravate all 6 of them at the same time. So we are going to switch our attention to Nothic number 3.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Well, yeah, I will.
11
So
radiant
that-
damage.
11 radiant damage, and the next person to attack him has advantage.
Advantage, you got it.
And I am going to use Master Tactics, which only requires sight or hearing, to also grant Hazel advantage on number 3. So we're going to try to wipe that one out rather quickly.
You got it. You gonna stay put where you're at?
Yeah. I feel comfy by this little. I think it's like a fire underneath them, right?
No, that's the cage, and it's hanging above
Oh.
you. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was about to say I'm warming my hands.
Forrest, that brings us up to you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna come in. All right. See, it's the first one right here.
Uh-oh. What
Yeah.
happened to?
Take.
Oh, did we lose Selena?
She had to go camera off for a moment. She'll be back in a sec.
Oh, because I see two Michaels.
There's two
Yeah,
Michaels.
stream camera's got a little messy when she turned her camera off, but she'll be right back.
Got it. Yeah, she'll be right back.
So I'll take a step like, let's see, there's stairs here. So all these guys over to the right are not doing anything, or they're continuing their chanting.
You see they're chanting, their hands are like moving around and facing towards the cage where that elf is being held hostage.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna attack Nothic number 3 here then.
You get to make your attack with advantage because it's still glowing with arcane or more like divine guiding light. Help guide your strike. That's gonna hit
26
anyway,
seems
but
pretty
you
good.
might as well. Is that with advantage?
Yeah, when I rolled
Okay.
on Beyond, it's how it sends it.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, 26 definitely hits.
13 slashing damage.
13 slashing damage. You slash through him, still up and looking bloodied though. That will hit too.
One more for
And
another 13.
13. Stumbles back just a bit, bleeding profusely, but glares at you with that green eye.
Well, that's all I got.
That's all you got? Okay.
Yeah.
Nothic number 1 rushes around here. Gets over to Forest. It's going to make 2 claw attacks quickly. 11. And an 18.
Still no.
Still no, the armor protects Forrest as the claws scrape off the side of him. Bringing us to the laughing person. I think she just laughs for her turn and then makes the saving throw.
At the end of the turn, yeah.
End of the turn, that's
Yeah, yep.
wisdom. Wisdom save. Still fails. Continues to laugh. Seemingly at one of Odd's jokes. Maybe not.
It wasn't my joke. It was my wonderful lyrics of chanting.
Lasagna. Hazel, that brings us up to you.
Hazel just goes, okay, and runs as far as I can in, but I can't get in because there's a Nothic right in front of me.
Yep. There's a
Which
Nothic.
number is that one? The map's a
Nothic
little
number
weird.
1.
I can't. That's not the one I wanted to hit.
Poke him in the eye.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to try to just get him away from me. So I will cast Infestation on him, and he has to make a con save.
Constitution save. You got it. That's only an 11.
He fails, so he takes 2d6 poison damage, and then moves in 5 feet in a random direction after. So
Okay.
2d6. So not much damage, and then he runs 3. So east.
East.
So just moves out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, gets out of your way. How far does it move?
Um,
Does it say?
I think it's just
5
5
feet.
feet.
Just
It's
5 feet. Okay. Yeah, so he just kind of gets attacked by these swarms of bugs and then just hops out of your way.
Hazel just goes, "Thank you," and steps in, and then we'll cast Shivering Star again into the room.
Did
Okay,
you just
is
use
that
your
a-
action?
That's a
Is that a bonus action?
nope. You're right. That's a spell. That's a whole action.
Hmm.
All right, fine then. So then, Hazel just. Which? Hold on, I'm all turned around because I couldn't get in the dang room. I'll look at Nothic 3 because I have advantage from Odd, and even though it's not been going well for me, I will try to hit him with my scimitar.
Okay.
Just for giggles.
Yep.
That's-
Nothic 3.
That's just. I'll roll again just in case I somehow get a crit, which I won't.
Yeah. All right. This 16 is gonna hit.
4 damage. He gets a little
4
cut.
points of damage. That little cut isn't enough to quite do it.
Nope.
Still looking really rough.
Hazel just growls under her breath and. And. Can I. Well, no. My friends can move through me, so I'm gonna stay where I am.
Sure. Nothic 4 starts running down here, seeing that Ox 2 cast spells.
You
Can get
can't
to
prove it.
about right here. Actually, it's going to stay right there. And it's going to cast something called Rotting Gaze towards Odd. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
What is rotting gaze exactly? Is it a damaging spell?
It can be. Well, it's not technically a spell. It's just an ability that they have.
Okay. Let's see what we got here, though.
Oh, that's
Yep,
a fail.
I got a 4. I got
So
a 4.
You're gonna take 3d6 necrotic damage, and I rolled really well. 16 points. As you feel the life starting to leave you for staring, like it's like you stare into the eye, and you almost get stuck there for a minute, and you hear this terrible like cacophony of sounds just start wreaking havoc on your mind.
No.
That ends its
Here's
turn.
another one. And concentration maintained.
All right, you got it. Nothic 2 just teeters over here to the side and is diagonal to Forest, but is going to go ahead and take 2 claw strikes towards Forest anyway. Don't think a 14 is going to hit him.
No.
Nor will 15.
Nope.
It seems the position of the Nothics are kind of in a... They're unable to strike true on their attacks. Nothic 3, since Hazel was the last to attack, is going to attack Hazel with 2 claw attacks. A 6 is going to miss terribly. And 11 also is going to miss with those strikes, bringing us to Selena Saddleguard. What will Selena do?
Unmute herself first.
Just look like she's on mute. Maybe her mic is being.
If you're talking, I can't hear you, Selena.
Check if you have like a button on your headset or anything for the mic. I heard a sound when you hit something.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are.
Can I attack through the doorway?
You
With my-
could hit Nothic 1.
Mm-hmm.
You could target that Nothic.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do that. I'm not quite ready to switch weapons.
Unfortunately, a
Oh.
9 is not going to hit.
How
But
about
you
a
have a second
14?
strike. 14 doesn't hit either, but you have resources if you'd like to expend them. I will tell you, you're close.
Yeah, use something.
Proficiency bonus, I think, gives you a +4.
Mm-hmm. At our level, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How do I do that?
Well, you just tell me you want to use it.
Yes, please.
All right. That will turn that second one into a successful hit, so you can roll damage. You still have 2 more of those in your arsenal from chat. 6 points of piercing damage. Now, is the weapon still magical?
No, concentration was dropped for hideous laughter.
I was just making sure I was dealing the right amount of damage. All right. the blade strikes true. The Nothic screeches in pain and looks gazing with that big green eye towards Selena.
Oh.
That's all I'm gonna be able to do.
I
He's
do
gazing
not-
at you.
I do not know how long Orkin's hover ability lasts.
10 minutes?
Don't.
Let me see. I got it in front of me.
Right on his page.
Yeah, I'm looking. It's in
Minutes. Elemental gift, 10 minutes.
10
Yep,
minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, so he's still able to do that. So he's kind of hovering around then.
Can he fly over us into the room? Is there space in the door?
Well, see, I don't think he's actually... It says you have a flying speed that lasts for 10 minutes, during which you can hover. So I think it's technically only that you're hovering around. You're not actually, like... You have a fly speed, but I don't know if you can technically, like, fly above, like, a certain... Like, I think you're just kind of, like, doing the Iron Man kind of, like, hover a couple feet above the ground kind of deal.
No, I think
I'll-
hover specifically lets you keep your height. If you don't have the ability to hover, you have to end on the ground.
Then you
where
have to end on the
fall.
ground. Got it. That makes more sense. I like that. Mm-hmm. All right, so let me go ahead and move him into the room, because he can fly up over top of you. I would say he'll fly, like, above the stairs up here. So he can get a vantage point, and he'll fire 2 Eldritch Blasts, 1 to Nothic 1, 1 to Nothic 3, because they look the most injured. Would that be helpful to the party? Okay.
Probably.
All right.
Nothic 3 is almost dead, so.
Yeah, the first one will go to Nothic 3. Will definitely hit. And that damage will put Nothic 3 down to the ground. And then we've got another one coming in. Oh, that one still hits. Not quite as good. But does 18 points of damage to Nothic 1 with a crack of thunder impacting as that Nothic teeters back and now switches its gaze back towards Orcon now. Bringing us to Nothic 5, who follows suit and rushes down the steps. Gets towards Odd and forces Odd to make another Constitution saving throw as it stares.
Odd would be
Down
glad
Odd.
to. 16.
16 succeeds. I don't believe you take anything when you succeed. You don't. You fight off the impulses. You kind of turn your head away from the gaze of this creature. Bringing us to the beginning of the round. Odd, you are back up. What would you like to do?
I would like to look at Nothic number 4 and 5 and thank them for grouping up for me. I need a Dexterity 16 saving throw from both of them.
All right, dexterity saves coming up. The Nothic 5, 16.
16 does pass.
And does pass. And then a 5, so Nothic 4 definitely fails.
And that is going to be a 15 points of radiant damage as I cast Lunar Flare on the both of them.
Now, if they save, they don't take any damage, right?
No, yeah, no damage. It's a cantrip.
Okay, so Nothic 4 bursts into this blue flame, screeches in pain, but is still standing there now smoking, coming off of his pointed back flesh.
All right. Bonus action is going to be Master Tactics to Forest to finish off Nothic 1.
Nothic 1. Okay,
And
so
that'll
Forest
do it
has
for me.
advantage against Nothic 1. You got it. Forest, we come to you.
Alrighty. I think as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Divine Favor,
Okay.
which will add a d4 of radiant damage to all of my attacks for the next minute.
Oh, nice.
And then-
Divine favor.
Yeah. Then we'll take our attack at Nothic 1.
With advantage is a 28. Yes. 9, and you said you had a D4?
Yeah. One whole radiant damage additional.
Additional radiant damage. Yeah, you carve through the Nothic, but the Nothic still stands.
Well, let's do another one.
Looks badly injured. That's gonna hit.
Oof.
And you basically just slice the Nothic's head completely off as it crumples to the ground.
Alright, then... you guys go help Odd. I can handle this over here. I'll kind of move around this guy. Stand
Alright.
here.
You got it. The woman on the floor continues to laugh hysterically and makes another saving throw. 14. I don't think it's going to do it. Right, Odd?
14 is not going to
hideous.
do it.
Yeah. She continues to laugh hysterically, bringing up Hazel.
Hazel just nods and will cast Shivering Star out. So a 15-foot circle. I'm gonna drop it towards Nothic 5 and 4 for now.
Okay.
And when they start their turn, they have to make their con saves in there for the usual damage. And then I am going to...
Is it 15 foot? You said 15-foot diameter?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Got it.
Making me use math terms in my gaming.
I just gotta make sure I'm putting it in the right spot. Is that where you want it? Can you see that
Yeah.
blue circle?
A little bit more so that they're in the center of it.
Okay. So more
It
like
can't hurt any of my
that.
friends, and I'm counting the person in the cage as a friend,
Okay.
so it won't hurt them right now.
Okay. Perfect.
And then there's that, and then I'm going to turn into a dire wolf,
Oh boy.
and I'm going to
You guys hear Hazel howl into the room as she
How do I-
transforms into the massive creature.
there's
You
a
should be
token
able to
on the
just
floor.
you should be able to just drag it right on.
It won't like go through the walls. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Because
It wasn't
it's-
like coming through the walls for me. So I had to go like down all the pathways.
Yeah, it's restricting your movement.
So that's actually back to full now.
Yeah, that would be back to full.
There it is. And I will move this way, like kind of coming down the stairs a bit, and I'll wait for Selena to get into the room, because then she can choose to join me or not if she wants to, but I'm just
Okay.
giving her the space to run in.
Technically, Nothic 2 would be able to take a free swipe at you
That's fine.
as you move down. It's going to take a claw attack. 15 to hit.
I don't believe that hits the dire wolf. Let me double check.
I think it might by just one.
Maybe it does.
I think I have its
Being
AC
slow.
set at 14.
14, yeah, so it does hit.
Take 6 points of slashing damage
That's
as you're
fine.
running away. You take a quick swipe from the Nothic.
If it's gonna hit her, I'm gonna go ahead and take my sentinel attack against it.
Okay. Go
Wait, hold on,
for
let me
it.
double check. Do I need to be standing next to her, or only the creature making the attack?
Sentinel might.
That's a good question.
When a creature within 5 feet of you,
Oh,
yeah. So
yeah.
it has to be in reach, not my ally.
Yep, so you're good to make your attack. That's going to
You gotta
hit.
imagine that hits.
Yeah. 16 damage.
Plus my divine favor damage. Hold on.
Yep. Plus an
3
additional
more radiant.
3. As the sword glows with radiant energy as you carve through its rough hide.
So does that mean I don't take that damage as the wolf?
No, you still take the damage.
But now just
Sentinel
give-
lets me attack things that have attacked
Got it,
my
got it,
allies.
got it, got it.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Camacho on a 7 stream shriek.
Try saying that
Every-
7
everybody
times fast.
seems so everybody seems so busy, so I just decided to streak across the chat.
That's right. That will bring us to Nothic 4, who is going to make a saving throw at the start of its turn. A Constitution save because of this cold. That's a 16.
I feel like my brain is not working tonight. Please hold.
We're
16 is the save, so he'll
Okay, so
take half.
Half damage.
So half of 13.
Half of 13. Okay. Cold damage. And it doesn't like being here. So I think it's difficult to rain in here. Am I right? Is it half their movement?
I'm just double checking to make sure if that happens when they fail. Or when they succeed. Affected creature's speed is halved in the area, yeah, so he can't move too far right now.
Yeah, as much as he hates moving closer to that massive wolf, he's going to move up here and he's going to take 2 claw swipes against Odd.
Bring it.
And 21 to hit for 7 slashing damage, Odd.
Oh, I didn't mean bring it. I mean bring it to somebody else.
The second one definitely misses, though. You see this Nothic covered in frost, fights its way through this cold energy and gets 1 quick swipe against you. Nothic 2 is up here busy with Forest and is going to claw the Forest twice. 17's probably not going to do it, and they're both 17s.
Nope.
As
I almost
Forest
forgot.
just blocks them quickly with a shield. I think you got to
That
make a
is a
concentration.
success on the concentration.
Yep, you're good. Selena, what would you like to do? You're still standing at the doorway.
Close the door and run.
Nah, I'm gonna come help you guys. Forrest, you need me over there?
Nah, I'm pretty sure I've got this.
Okay.
Oh, get close to the door.
What's underneath Hazel?
That's
Well,
the
Orcon
brain
and
dead
waiting.
cultist.
Orcon's
Orcon
technically
and
flying above.
Yeah.
We have 3 layers of players right there. Working, Hazel, Bitey.
Bitey is probably kind of more like right over. Well, I can't move Bitey now because of Hazel. I'm gonna move Hazel out of the way really quick. There's Bitey. Because Bitey is actually technically still on a leash that Odd is holding on to.
I'm gonna move through and take that spot she was just in and attack Nothic 4.
Okay.
And that's not good. Neither of those are
Oh.
good.
A lot of ones
Whoa.
and twos.
What is wrong with those dice?
So Michael said that if we wanted to use any of the things that were purchased, all we got to do is tell him. So
Yeah. So if you guys have 3 player rerolls.
since he has 6 DM rerolls, we're just gonna borrow one of those.
No, that's not what I.
No.
That's not, no, that's not how
So-
those work. But you did have a generous gifter give you another D8 in chat, so
So the 8 that I rolled was a nat 1, correct?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can use
that's
one of our
gonna be-
rerolls on that. If
So-
we have
Use-
any.
I was gonna use Lucky to reroll that.
yes.
Oh,
you did-
yeah, the
there you go.
halfling.
Yeah, the halfling feat. Yeah, you can go
Sounds
ahead re-roll it.
Didn't help.
No.
Like,
Oh,
seriously, are you
gosh.
rolling D2s?
When you said halfling feet, I pictured actual halfling feet, like with the 3 little feet.
It says it's rolling a D20 plus.
It sure
plus-
does.
Gosh.
This
Duh.
this
do you
is why I
wanna-
hate online dice, by the way.
Take that player
Uh,
reroll.
Yeah,
Give
you
it a
could use-
go.
You want to use a player
Go for
reroll?
it.
Nah, it's good.
You don't want to spend it?
Nah. We got a
Somebody's
lot,
got to use it.
a lot
She's
of stuff
looking
in
around the
here.
room and realizing there's a lot more people left to stab.
Yeah.
Okay. You can
Yeah.
save them. Orcon is going to. I'm gonna have to move Hazel out of the way again to get the Orcon's token. Sorry, Hazel.
Hazel's so mobile.
Who would Orcon help? What do you think he would do? What would you guys want him to do?
Probably
Get
go
the
after
guy out of the
5
cave.
since 5 is still in that cold.
Nothic 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like since
One at
Eldritch Blast shoots
4.
2, he could just do one of each, 4 and
Yeah.
5.
1 at 4, 1 at 5, I think.
1 at 4, 1 at 5? Okay. He'll move over a little bit. Maybe fly over here. And go ahead and fire 2 Eldritch Blasts. Since that seems like the easiest thing we can do right now. So the first one goes to Nothic 5. And is going to miss. So would he fire it again at Nothic 5 or go after Nothic? Well, Forrest thought he was pretty well handled down there. Would he go after Nothic 4?
4.
Probably say 1 each. Yeah.
Let's go 4. All right.
Space
That looks like a natural 20. No, it's a 13 again. Rolled 2 3s, so they both miss. You hear some...
Then he'd use a Probo.
You can.
Nah, let's just let it go. We gotta save something.
All right. So he misses twice. Nothic 5 is going to
Con
make a
save.
saving throw. Yep.
Please fail.
Constitution.
Please have pain in your life.
17. That's going to succeed, I think.
You know what? I don't like it. Take
Well,
that.
that's a good roll. Still takes 12 cold damage.
And he's still slow while he's in there.
He's gonna crawl out over here and take 2 swipes at Hazel. Claw. A 12? That's not gonna hit.
No.
14 will for 6 slashing damage as he claws across your furry flesh,
Rude.
ending its turn, bringing us back to Odd.
Odd is still going to take advantage of the fact that they're side by side. Dex save 16.
Dex save 16. You gotta miss the first one's for 4. Dexterity. That's fails. The second one. Dexterity. Fails.
Alrighty, so that's going to be. Looks like 11 radiant damage for their number 4 and 14 radiant damage for number 5 as Odd casts Sacred Flame under the lunar embodiment for lunar fire.
Excellent. And once again, encasing them in blue flames, they screech out in pain and sizzle a bit, and you smell the terrible sense of burning Nothic flesh.
Medium rare. See what else we got here. Bonus
still
action
up?
I need to spend. Oh, I see.
Both
I
those
am
Nothics
going
look very
to-
bad off.
I'm going to cunning action, disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're good to go.
All right. That'll bring us to Forest.
All right, start off by swinging at this here Nothic in front of me.
You got it.
13.
Would you like to expend some resources, Forest?
Let's see, what do we got left?
Chat's been very
Ouch.
generous to you guys.
I just need one of the D6 inspirations, I think.
Don't need much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. That will definitely turn that into a hit. You can go ahead and roll your damage.
11 slashing and another 3 radiant.
3 radiant damage. He's badly hurt, but still standing in front of you.
Oh, come on.
They are
I think it's
resilient.
dead.
Oh! Oh! Natural 20 for a 30.
So that'll be 19 and then 5 more radiant.
And you carve it in 2 like a lightsaber. Slash across. This Nothic falls.
I think I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. The woman beside you continues to kick and flail and laugh hysterically. and rolls another saving throw. And fails again, continuing to laugh. Hazel, the dire wolf, it's your turn.
First things first, I want to move the cold damage back over 4 and 5.
Back over 4 and 5. You got it. There they are, right in the middle.
Mhm.
Okay. Did you put Bitey McBite in your friend's zone?
She's in our friends, yeah, because even
Okay.
though she's biting us, she's not really hurting us. So
Just wanted to check.
yeah, no, she's safe for now. And then I'm going to take a note from Bitey McBite, and I am going to bite at Gothic 5, and I get pack tactics with that, so I have advantage on that because Selena's there.
Yes, you do.
So let's see.
You should be able to open up its character sheet. Okay, yeah, you did there. Okay.
Okay. That was. Why is that only ever
yep.
never rolls the advantage when I? Oh, it did roll 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So,
you
14
damage.
damage to Gothic 5.
And does it have to make that strength save as well?
Yes, it
All
does.
right. It succeeds.
Yeah,
So you're
it's
unable to knock it prone.
I'm
That
growling at it.
and it looks badly hurt. Badly hurt.
Okay.
Gothic 4 makes a saving throw at the start of its turn. Constitution save. 17's a success. It will take half damage. These Nothics and their saving throws have been good. So only 5 damage. And it doesn't like being in here.
Run away, I dare you.
Oh, he's in a
'Cause that's-
bind.
Selena and I can then hit him.
He's in a
doesn't know any
bind.
better. He doesn't know any
He's-
better. What's his intelligence?
He's in a bind.
He doesn't know crap. Let him run.
He's gonna stay in the cold and attack Selena twice.
Oh, he would not.
14, 12, both are gonna be misses.
Yeah.
I don't think 14's gonna hit Selena.
Nope.
All right, so Nothic 4.
Does he run now after
He does.
failing?
After the attack, he's gonna try to run.
Okay.
So he just gets out to
Wait.
here.
Well,
you
he
guys
gets.
both get an opportunity attack if you'd
Yeah.
like to take it.
Yes, please.
That was rude.
11 is going to miss. 13 is going to miss.
All right, we tried.
It doesn't look like he's like running away from you guys. It just looks like he's running away from that aura of cold. And Selena, it's your turn. Got
I'm
one
gonna take
Nothic right next to you. Looks very, very badly injured.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take
Mm.
a stab at Nothic 5 and then move.
16's gonna hit.
10 to hit.
And you gouge the rapier right into his massive eye. And you pull it out and watch him teeter back and slam down into this area of cold energy. He is gone.
Here, Hazel, here's a snack.
Hazel's gobbling.
More eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
The last one was green. I wonder what this one's gonna taste like. Broccoli? Brussels sprouts? Jelly beans?
Ooh.
And then I'm gonna move towards Nothic 4. Take a stab at that one.
That hits for 4 damage. Unfortunately, that's not enough to put him down. Selena, now you're gonna have to move either to the side because Bitey McBite is there.
I thought she followed Odd, no?
Oh yeah, she would follow Odd. You're right.
I
Trying
just
to
couldn't
bite.
move her.
Trying to bite Odd.
How dare
All right, Selena. Anything else? I think that would be your turn, right?
Yeah, I think that would be it, because
2 successful strikes, taking down one of the Nothics.
got time.
Orcon floats a little bit over this way and is going to take strikes against that Nothic, I guess. It's going to use his Eldritch Blast. Hopefully he can hit this time. That will definitely hit.
I would hope so.
And with one blast, this one goes flying back into the corner in a dead heap. So who is he going to use the second one against?
Orkin, take out the woman.
He would have disadvantage on that because she's prone.
And wouldn't him hitting her
yeah.
give her another chance to save? Don't we want her to just be useless for a while?
Well, they're not attacking us, so she's the last enemy that we got right now.
At the moment, that's true.
The other ones, I think, are still a problem.
So he can fire at one of them.
I
But
vote
they're
for
still doing the
firing at-
ritual, and we do want to stop that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If we can take out one of the links, it won't be as strong.
Could he? Would he? Would he take her book? Would Orkon take the ritual book?
Technically,
Selena
like,
has it right now.
he could fly over there.
No,
Towards
the one
it.
that she was reading from.
Yeah, like he
She
could
had one
fly
that she
over
was
there.
reading from too.
He could fly over there towards it, but he wouldn't be able to take it this turn because he used his action already to take the attack action.
I don't know.
So it's up to you guys. We can attack Laffy Lady. We can attack any of those guys over there to the right.
No, just shoot the Laffy Lady for now. Kill her
Laffy Lady.
first.
You got it. So he has disadvantage. So we'll see how he does. Oh. So unfortunately, because she's laughing, Forrest, you quickly dodge out of the way as the Eldritch Blast goes flying almost and hits you instead, but goes flying past you and crashes along the floor. Unsuccessful. Orkon's just going to shift a little bit there and then bring us to Odd's turn.
Gonna end concentration on hideous laughter.
Okay.
Begin concentration on friends. Cultist fanatic number 12.
Okay.
And I am going to, let's see. I think we'll call it intimidation instead of persuasion.
Okay.
And I'm going to basically tell number 12. You see how all your 6 friends have already passed away? You have the option to turn against your 5 fellow friends and help us win, and I will guarantee your safety. Smile.
Got it. I'm gonna make a roll. Let me see. We will see how this works in a moment.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Not quite yet. Nice though. I saw what you were doing there. Anything else, Otter? Are you just gonna go for that intimidation?
Well, since I know that Forrest, since she's out of hideous laughter, Forrest is probably going to take a swing on her. I'll go ahead and master her tactics. Wait a second.
Yeah, do
Let me
someone
make
else.
sure
I
he's-
still have advantage. She's still prone.
I don't even know if you're within range anyways. Let me double check.
Is it 60 feet?
30.
Oh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I
6.
don't
The
think
only
so.
person close enough is going to be Selena. So I'll give
Alright.
Selena advantage on number 10.
Okay. Advantage on Cult Fanatic 10. You got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. The target of the attack has to be within 30 feet. So Cult Fanatic still number 10.
Okay. All right. Forrest, that brings us up to you.
I will go ahead and take my 2 attacks with advantage.
You got it. She seems to have stopped laughing and is staring directly up at you, Forrest, as this happens.
Yeah.
That will hit.
That sobering moment when you know you're gonna die.
15 slashing and 4 radiant.
So 19 total for the first strike. Looking badly injured, but is still there.
Oh,
Oh no.
second crit.
Oh no. This isn't good.
Hold on. Oh, I should have rolled that as a crit damage. I'll just roll another d8.
Okay. Yeah. You can roll another plain D8 on.
That'll be 16 slashing.
16 slashing plus your
Yeah, plus divine favor as a crit. 2.
It's only
2
2?
ones. 2 ones.
Oh no.
Jeez.
So you carve down like she looks you like
I did like
stab
less
straight
damage to
down.
the first attack.
You guys hear this scream of pain from up there. As you can tell, she's badly injured, but she is still alive.
That's what I've got for now.
All right. That brings us to her. What is she going to do? She is going to... she is going to begin casting a spell. You see her kind of moving her hands
While
around.
still prone.
Yes, while still prone.
Damn it.
And she is going to disappear.
I'm upset.
We're all upset.
That hussy. Jesus.
Hazel.
Okay. I want to move the cold damage over towards.
Do we think Orcon would have counterspelled her?
Does he have counterspell? No.
He has one spell slot, and he does have counterspell.
He probably would have counterspell. I think
He's
he'd
in
forgive
range.
us for this. I think he'd forgive us for making that call on his behalf.
Counterspell, you got it. Let's see
Yeah,
if
if
he.
it worked.
Yeah, I'll have to double check, make sure something really quick.
You can only cast it at 5th level.
Yeah, you can only cast it at 5th level, and would forego that spell from taking place. So she does not disappear. As-
Welcome
Maybe
back.
She's not the first one we saw cast
Yeah.
greater
They've all
invisibility.
been doing this for the whole night.
It looks kind of similar. Yeah, they know
You
how to
should
get
have just
away.
stuck the laughter lady.
Very, very disappointed by this.
Yay.
She uses half her movement to stand up. She is going to
Standing
attempt
up
to.
provoke?
No,
She's
because she's
gonna
not
move
moving
anyway.
out of
Give her
your
a
threat
second.
range.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to actually move away from you for it to provoke.
It used to in
so-
older editions, that's why I was asking.
She's gonna try to run.
Get
She can
her
get to the
first.
door.
Hazel,
Well, I'm gonna
I'm
take an
right
attack
there.
if she's doing that.
Oh yeah, she's going for the door.
They never learn.
Alright, Forrest gets to try to hit her first.
That's gonna hit. And with that, she screams and falls.
Okay.
And at that very moment, as soon as she hits the ground, this riot of silvery purple energy fills the room. You feel a sense of space tearing open, and then you feel this sense of falling, and this cacophony of weird sounds, almost like as if you were like just like taking your head underwater, and when your ears are starting to fill up with the water, like it sounds like that thing had just happened, and everything just goes dark.
We have a raid in chat.
Oh, thank you for the raid. We appreciate it. Sakura Bloom 5, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Unfortunately, we are going to be taking a break. it's right at our break time.
Fantastic timing.
Thank you for the raid. Yeah, love you. Love you for the raid. We do need
Welcome
to
in.
step back. We're a little bit late on our break, so I just wanted to get to the end of this combat. So we were gonna see exactly what happens when we return. Our party has somehow, I don't know, something has happened, and we're gonna have to find out. So we'll see you guys in about 5 to 7 minutes. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. back, everyone. Here we are. So, each one of you have this moment where it feels like time stands still.
Oh.
You get a glimpse of the world that flashes through every sense, everything. You get the sense of view from even across the plains. You can see and perceive innumerable cults of Vecna, shrouded in gray cloaks, revering the symbol of the hand and the eye. They snatch away people and strip their secrets and rituals like the one you just stopped from happening. Behind them, the withered form of Vecna gathers the secrets like threads, adding them to a glowing sphere of hidden knowledge in some impossibly distant place. The vision then slowly fades into darkness, leaving only Vecna's glaring left eye, peering deep into your soul. The eye begins to get larger and larger as it comes towards your face. And then On touches it, and immediately when On touches it, there's this strange watery purple ripple that cascades out from it. And you all wake up. But before you wake up, I do want to share with you a mechanical aspect of the game going on from here. You guys gain a new, I guess we're going to call it a metaphysical link. It's called Vecna's link. So you gain a special intuition for secrets. You have advantage on wisdom insight checks from here on out. Also, in addition, you can use an action to cast See Invisibility without expending a spell slot. Once you cast that spell in this way, you can't do it again until you finish a long rest. So every one of you gains that ability.
That would have been useful, like, I don't know, this entire dungeon.
For every mage that has cast greater invisibility on themselves in here. That's right.
Better late than never, Vecna.
So, character sheet wise, we can add that as something we can take per long rest. Correct?
Yes. On your character sheet, you can add that. Yep. And I can send this to you. I'll type it out and I can send it to each of you so you can add it. You probably have to manually add it to your character sheet because I don't think there's anything like you can click and drag it in. But all of you have that right now. And you guys all awaken in a graveyard. But it's kind of like this pit that you're in when you awaken. It looks like there's some broken sarcophagi like laying around. A couple are intact, but I mean, it looks like just like this pit that you guys have all like regained consciousness in. The sky is like covered in dark gray cloud. And it almost looks like if you've ever been whenever on the outskirts of like when a hurricane was coming through or a tornado was brewing and you see the clouds are moving rapidly in different directions, you see that happening above your head. It's kind of swirling. The ground, the dirt looks very dark, almost like you could almost confuse it for ash. But the skyline has a strange orange glow to it, almost as if if you've seen a large number, like a forest fire at night kind of deal, like the glow from this massive fire. Kind of looks like that out of the pit, but you all kind of coming to, and you're all laying prone in this pit. What do you do?
Odd would like to suddenly sit up, yelling, "Bad touch, chomp chomp." Sorry. I thought Bitey was here.
Yeah. So
Good question. Is Bitey here?
Yeah. I have like 5 questions.
Bitey is not here, but another thing I wanted to say before you ask your questions, Hazel, is I know you have had experience traveling from the Feywild to the material plane. You've had this experience before. You feel like you've just went through some kind of planal shift.
Okay.
Same familiar feeling that you had when you were traveling. Orcon would have known it too, but I can't roleplay. I'm not going to roleplay his character to. So any character that has ever been through like that, like if you've been from the Feywild back to the material plane, that sensation that you just felt was very, very similar to this. The only thing is, Vecna didn't appear in those other.
Yeah.
That was new.
Okay, so questions, because I have a lot of them as Hazel and as me, the note taker of the group. Am I a wolf or am I Hazel?
You are still a wolf.
So okay, Bitey isn't here.
Bitey is not here.
Is the elf from the cage here?
Make a perception check.
God damn it. Oh, I forgot what character I was playing for a second. Hold on. This is okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You hear from a coffin nearby. You hear pounding.
Hazel will get up and still in wolf form, like shake all the dirt and stuff off of her, and then run over, and will like put her paws up on it and try to push, and we'll just in the thing that people haven't gotten used to yet, and her friends with talking in her wolf form. Forrest, there's a person in here that's alive.
Well, that can't be right.
And I'm just scratching at it.
You guys easily now the dirt is covering a little bit, but with Hazel kind of going up there and like scratching the dirt away, and you guys kind of pulling off the top of the sarcophagus, the lid fractures as it falls off to the side, and you can see this elf kind of goes, "Oh, wow, the air was very musty in there. Thank you."
I'm
Thank you.
tilting at the elf. Is it the same elf?
It is. Wearing the same attire, that white undershirt. He peers over at all of you. Oh, what was that? Oh, no. Oh. Very bad, but not surprising. I don't know if the cultists planned to send us here, but here we are.
Where are we?
We're in the Shadowfell. See, Neverwinter has cracks between our world and the Shadowfell. They call them crevices of dusk. Planar travelers sometimes slip through. We're in a nasty city now called Evernight, I believe. It's basically the shadow realm, shadow version of Neverwinter. Completely populated by undead.
So somewhere we don't want to be, then.
No, absolutely not. The sooner we can get out of here, the better. But we'll need to find a way to get out. There's no evidence of that crevice that we came through from here. It doesn't surprise me that it's gone. Stable crevices are rarer than spontaneous ones, but we need a stable one to get back to Neverwinter.
Hazel just turns and looks at Selena. I think we found the smart guy.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe he should sign my book before he disappears.
I'm sorry. My apologies. I'm Eldon. Eldon Keyword.
Well, that's all of them. Now we just gotta get back.
Eldon, before they took you, before we ended up here, not quite sure I understand where here is, but here is not where we were. How long have they had you?
Well, I believe I've been held captive for about 3 weeks.
And in
Do I
those 3
see
weeks,
sorry.
I was gonna say you hadn't traveled at all during those 3 weeks. You'd been stuck where we found you last.
Yes, I've been stuck there. I'm grateful for you showing up when you did. I don't know what they were doing with me, but they were trying to do something dark on some kind of dark ritual. I don't know.
Do I see the cultists that I said I was going to spare?
You don't. You don't see any of those cultists. But as you guys are having this conversation, you can hear above you in the graveyard portion, you can hear what sounds like possibly undead creatures or ghouls in the distance. Sounds like they're angry or hungry.
And we're in
both.
a pit, right?
Yeah, like a graveyard. It's like a dug out pit with some broken sarcophagi lying around. And
okay. I would like to approach the top of the pit,
Okay.
casually walking by this elven gentleman and subtly putting my hand into the ground to stand up, and as I'm passing him, put my hand on his nice clean white shirt because it's bothering me, and just keep going.
A very dark brown handprint now on his his shirt. He doesn't seem to notice.
What do I see over the edge, looking out into the graveyard?
I will give you guys an image. Let me go down here, and I've got a handout that kind of gives you an idea of what you're dealing with here. Here it is. Let me show to players, show to everyone. Here is what this place kind of looks like. And I will show this to our friends on Twitch.
Oh my god, it's Detroit.
Basically, it's a very gothic reversed image of Neverwinter with the river that flows through Neverwinter is actually made of lava, which is the primary light source for this city, as it doesn't seem like the sun ever shines here. All it is a reflection of this lava upon the gray clouds in the sky. A very dark, creepy place. Strange sounds echo in the distance, like evil laughter and bat wings flapping.
I look down into the pit at the rest of the party. We're not in Neverwinter anymore, people. No, we are not.
And I would say at this time, as you say that, Eldon kind of looks at you and says, we shouldn't spend a lot of time roaming through this undead-infested metropolis here, hoping to stumble upon a gateway to Neverwinter that feels very unsafe. Maybe we should ask around inconspicuously. There's a market east of Neverwinter Graveyard, which means it's likely that there's a market east of Evernight's graveyard, too. But we should be careful.
Yeah. Best to keep a low profile.
Hazel looks down at herself.
I just kind of tuck my holy symbol underneath my shirt.
Okay, yeah.
She looks at Eldon. Can I pass for down here, or am I better off being myself? If I roll in all the dirt, can I get darker than my normal gray? Is
Well,
that
I
better?
mean, it's possible that they may mistake you for a were creature, like a werewolf.
Okay. And Hazel dives into the dirt and
Okay.
She just wanted an excuse to roll around in the dirt. Really.
shut up. Just- You just see her like doing like the dog back wiggle on the grass. Getting all-
Perfect. Perfect. I like where this is going.
Well, I'm not gonna waste a spell to change how I look unless I have to. I stand
What
up.
about me? Should I try and?
Wiggle in the dirt? Yeah, go for it then. not gonna stop you. Like,
Maybe
why
I
don't
could-
you do it too, Mr. Elf? Since you seem to.
You know what? It's
Oh.
not a bad idea.
Oh Jesus.
Sure. He begins to like lay down next to Hazel and starts getting filthy. It's like- it might help us to blend in. I'm not opposed to it.
I assume I'm already covered in like blood and demon viscera at this point.
Nope.
So.
Most definitely, yeah. You've had a busy hour and a half there, Forrest, with demons.
Before I get up, Hazel, do you still have any of those jars, or still have that jar around your neck?
The jar is always around Hazel's neck in dog form, just for the sake of if anything fun happens, because she can't get to her bag right now in wolf form.
Oh, and there's the handout for Eldon, by the way. That's what he looks like.
Oh, keyword. That makes sense. I keep getting keyword. I was like, keyword to what?
Keyword, yeah. Here, I'll show
Hazel, there's
Twitch
some-
friends.
Some space in your jar for a little bit of this dirt.
My jar is your jar,
Sweet.
No, what is this elven gentleman's name again?
Eldon.
Eldon the Elven. That.
Eldon the Elven Scholar.
A lot of thought was put behind that.
Keyword.
Hazel will move towards Selena and let her put whatever dirt is in the jar that she wants.
Now we got a jar of dirt.
Oh, this is great.
And when
I mean, it
When we
could come
get-
in handy if we ever need to plane shift back here for some reason.
that was what I was thinking. We could try and learn some more about this without necessarily having to be here. I don't know if that's a thing, but
It is. A
Why
jar of
not?
dirt is actually helpful here.
You
In
guys are
case,
starting to hear those ghoulish sounds are starting to get closer and louder.
If we're gonna move, we should do it quick.
Hazel
that's enough dirt.
crouches down and waits for Selena to get on, because I can move faster than she can.
Appreciate it.
And I'll look at Eldon too and be like, "Do you need a ride too?"
I should be fine.
Okay. And I'll stand up with Selena on my back.
I'm going to assume that we would be safer in the city, as dark and dreary as it looks, than out there in the lava infested dead world.
I think the market is a good idea.
Let's head towards there.
As we're climbing out of this pit, Hazel will say to the party, "I'm gonna act more wolf than me. I'm not gonna talk." And she'll kind of like turn her head just enough so she can see Selena. If anyone asks, I'm your dog, so that they don't try to take you from me. Just pretend you're my owner.
They'd have to fight my dead body. you
Important
away from
question
me.
to ask you, do you still look like Ox 2?
I do. I've
Okay.
never dropped it.
So Eldon kind of looks at you and he's like, "So what made you abandon the cult?"
I found Lathander.
I can be very convincing.
It was, was an epiphany. Praise Lathander.
That is a very, very impressive transformation, I must say.
Oh, no problem. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, Lathander?
I can't believe this is the same person that I've heard talk about the terrible and cruel things that he was going to do to so many people.
Yeah, I'm really not that bad of a guy. I crochet on my free time. It's
Drink tea with your pinky out.
Perhaps we will talk more of this in a later time. But I think right now we need to get out of here, regardless.
absolutely. Praise Lathander.
Very nice. So you guys rush out of the pit, and you can see there are, like, at the edge of your vision, like on the outskirts through the graveyard, you can see that there are dogs, wild dogs,
Super happy dogs.
barking and roaming through the graveyard. No, there's, like, you can see, like, these humanoid creatures that are, like, sulking around. Looks like ghouls just, like, running between, like, gravestones, other gravestones behind these withered trees within the graveyard that you guys are in. But you guys make your way to the market. And I'm going to change our music a little bit, give us more of a markety feel. Here's one. Use this market.
Hazel, look, it's your people.
She howls.
You do hear howling in the distance. And as you approach, the wall around Evernight's graveyard is riddled with gaps, and the ground near it is covered in fallen rubble. Leaving the graveyard is very easy. Directly east of the graveyard, a large market stretches for blocks in every direction. Tattered canvas and shrouds separate the numerous stalls. Feeble moonlight and flickering torches illuminate the city regardless of the time of day. And you can see this is a bustling market, but the individuals that are walking around look like they are part of the undead variety, as most of them look like ghoulish figures and zombies and skeletal characters that are just moving about, going to these different shops set up in the market. As you approach, you're walking closer, and you can see that the goods for sale here as you're walking by, some of them have ghoulish remains intended for consumption, such as fingers pickled in brine, jars of blood, and wrapped up organs. You can see shops with bouquets of dead flowers for sale, all withered and losing all of their beautiful petals. Frayed burial finery, jewelry displayed on severed hands, elegant canopic jars, and the likes of those. You even see one booth in such where there's what looked to be like a large, strong human man, but had his head completely decapitated. But he is holding his head in one of his hands, and his head is talking to some potential customers as you guys are walking by. And it looks as if he has a booth of other heads that is just sitting there. All of them look like this.
Oh.
As you're walking by, Odd, he like looks over towards you. He holds his head towards your direction, says, "Hey, how about you? Want to get ahead in life?"
I'm assuming this is all going to be in common, correct?
Yeah, he's talking in common to you. Yeah.
Okay. What are you selling here, good sir? Is this culinary cuisine? Is that what we got going on?
No, these are replacements.
Replacements. Oh, I was looking for a good hamburger.
I mean, you look like you could use an upgrade. He looks at your face. You look like Ox too. So
Yeah.
Perhaps you can see the world through someone else's eyes, huh?
I get it. I get it. How much for the one with the tongue? Oh, they all have their tongues out. How much
It
for
looks
that
like this one. This is one of my newest models, and he picks up this it looks like a long blonde-haired male head. This beautiful locks of hair for those of us that
Yeah.
Honestly inclined.
age and the receding hairlines. They creep up on you.
They do creep up. I love the way it's still twitching.
Oh, it's not supposed to
Listen.
be doing that.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
give it a good smack. That should do it.
It's a fresh one.
Stop that.
Um,
Stop that. Yeah, it is a little fresh.
So, it looks like we're all good on our heads. I mean, Hazel, no, never mind. Hazel can't
Nope.
speak. She's a puppy.
And I just
Hazel is looking at all of the severed things and is looking at it longingly and whining almost very quietly, like she wants a treat.
not right now, Hazel. Please, not right now.
Perhaps.
We'll come back.
And Odd pulls out 2 silver and slides them over his dirty little bloodied counter towards him.
Yeah.
Perhaps there is news to be had for the right price. Maybe you could enlighten us of what's going on here in
Evernight.
Evernight. Do we know that, or do we know it's called Evernight?
Eldon
Yeah,
told us that.
Eldon told you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Now, he kind of he holds his head down closer to you, and he's like, "Listen, I don't have a whole lot of knowledge for you,
I can
but
tell.
I do recommend this. Don't linger too long. You stick out how should I say this? Sore thumbs." And he points over to the booth next to him, and you can see a bunch of thumbs floating around in a jar. Look around. There's not much alive here.
Nice, I see that. So, where do the living go? Or are
we
we-
see the living pass through every once in a while, but it's not very often. Who sent
to
you?
pass-
Somebody must have sent you.
Oh, it was a friend of a friend, but when you say pass through, where do they pass to? Where can we go to return from whence we came?
Unfortunately, I can't help you there, sir. Looks like you're on your own. Thanks for the 2 silver. He pockets them. And then immediately ignores you and goes over to another ghoul that's over there looking, picking up one of the heads and checking it out. Yes. That one's been sitting on the shelf a while, but I'm sure we can make it work.
I'm gonna
Forrest.
turn back to the group and say, "Well, this has been really enlightening. We have got to find a way out of here."
Yeah, we need to find someone that actually knows something.
And as you say that, Forrest, you turn around and look farther into the market. And kind of like a scene in a movie where there's a lot of people walking around and in between you, but there's this one figure that's just stopped and it's staring right at you, Forrest. She's what looks to be an elderly female with this elegant green and blue and red attire that she's wearing. And she's holding this golden goblet in her hand. And she just has this curly gray hair that kind of just runs down off of her. Actually, she's got it pulled up in kind of like a bun. But she is just stared without blinking towards you. And you probably this last couple of moments while Odd was talking to this shopkeep, you felt like you were being watched.
Does anyone else see that?
See what?
I'll
The
look.
creepy lady.
Michael,
Yeah.
out of character, does their goblet look familiar?
Go ahead and make a history check.
14.
Could have been used in... I don't know. I don't know if a 14 would even be high enough. It looks
Okay.
very elegant. It looks like it's inlaid with gemstones.
I was just thinking back to the one
Yeah.
that Hazel really liked from Lord Neverember. So trying to make
Probably,
connection.
this one's probably nicer.
Okay.
But she starts walking towards you slowly, Forrest.
Can someone confirm that they see this?
I'm a dog.
Odd is gonna stare off at the ghoul that started talking to the vendor and pay more attention to the ghoul.
Okay.
I think
Got it.
Orcon and Selena, or Orcon would agree with Forrest if he could.
Oh yeah, you can all see her. She's walking towards you, and she kind of approaches and she kind of spreads her cloak, and she does this like curtsy bow type thing, and she smiles as she picks her head up slowly, and you can see these two fangs sticking down from her mouth. And she says to you, "I am Sangora, proprietor of Sangora Sanguinaries. You're not likely interested in a cup of warm blood, but perhaps you need something else. Something more ephemeral. Like directions, perhaps? Or knowledge. I've been in this city a very long time."
I mean, directions are good, but what are you asking for?
Is that a question? You see, my answers, they don't come cheap.
That's kind of what I meant.
20 gold is question, and I'll answer them.
I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of gold.
You don't say.
I mean, I have a decent amount
I'm
of
gonna
gold.
show you guys what this person looks like. So there it is in your roll 20. What she looks like. I'll show that to
Oh.
our friends. This is her, Sangora.
He's having a really hard time being a wolf and not a person right now. You can probably
So-
feel her sing.
Hazel, would we have like communicated like when you were in wolf form, like trying to figure out like ways to communicate without speaking, or not really had opportunities?
I mean, over the year, you would have picked up a lot of Hazel's like body language in wolf form of like, you know, let's get out of here, or like just like the normal signals of like, especially for battle for this situation.
Yeah.
I don't really know if you get anything from Hazel other than who's trying really hard to fake being a wolf right now, an actual wolf, is probably just tense and wants to ask questions but doesn't want to draw attention in the market, so she's keeping her jaws shut.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what I want to do.
You see Odd just leaning in towards the ghoul customer, staring like right at his face and kind of muttering words to himself.
Okay. the ghoul customer, like, holding one of the heads, like, looks over towards you and then is trying to ignore you and looks back at the head and is really inspecting it. Yeah, I am going to assume that you came to us from Neverwinter. I haven't been there in more than a decade, but the last I heard of it, the last I've seen it, it was a place of a lawless ruin.
And I wouldn't call it a ruin.
Oh, it is not? I should probably take a visit sometime and see what it's transformed into.
I'll take that bite of information and ask her. I'll give her 20 gold and ask her. Last time you went to Neverwinter, how did you get there?
Oh. Well, thank you for your payment. I have my ways. We see there are some areas in which we can cross the bridge, so to speak. She kind of looks around like she's seeing if anybody's, like, listening. A lot of folks around here don't like it when we disclose that information, but crevices of dust can occasionally appear in Evernight and allow passages from Neverwinter. I know that there is one particular one that be rather stable. It's in a tomb of one of Evernight's former living families, called the Dollendars. The Dollendar tomb is in Evernight's graveyard. It's easy to find. I can give you directions. But why are you leaving so soon?
We're just exploring our options. Do you mind writing some of this down for me? And I hand her my notebook.
Was that a question? She holds out her hand.
I growl at her very low, not like super intimidating, but just enough to be like, that don't mess with my human, my halfling.
It's I'm no messing. It's another question. She asked, "Can I write this down?" Question mark.
Hazel's her own wolf fangs come out, and all of her fur, like, if Selena hadn't been sitting there, all of the fur around Hazel would be straight up, but it's like almost like looks like spiked armor around Selena now, as she's like getting annoyed with this lady's like trickery, and she's used to creatures that talk like this and does do this, and normally she would play along, but this is not the time.
And Selena's like totally not used to people acting like this, so she thinks that like this is just how you do things here, so she would have given her another 20. And then Hazel would have done what she done.
She grabs the ink quill and she begins to write all this down. She, like, all the information that she just gave you plus the directions to the tomb, she writes it all down in your book.
Thank you. We will not forget you.
I will not forget you either. Any other questions that I can answer?
I take a long sniff of her scent to try to remember it.
Okay, it's tough because it just smells like
Death
and ash, like
just glaring at her.
While she's distracted in writing, I'm gonna take some notes of my own of her and her appearance.
Okay.
I see she's got like a necklace chain thing. I doubt I'm close enough to be able to see if like there's anything noteworthy on it, but after Hazel's reaction, I'm holding my tongue, trying not to misspeak and potentially spend more gold Unnecessary.
You got it. Eldon kind of like turns his back towards Sangora and kind of like talking under his breath towards you guys and is like, I don't think we should linger. We got the information I think we need. Should we move?
Yeah. So, starting to feel uncomfortable around here.
Looking around, do we see any form of authority? Patrol, guard,
Not
peacekeeper.
Not really. Not for what you guys are used to. I don't think there's much peacekeeping here. It's
Alrighty. In that case, since I've been watching these two communicate, I would like to activate Master of Intrigue and become capable of unerringly mimic the speech patterns and accent of the creatures of this area.
okay.
Go ahead, alter self to look like the ghoul, disguise self to look like its clothing.
Okay.
I trust that you guys got the directions. Let us go.
You've watched this happen as now Odd looks like one of the ghouls from the market.
I'll just kind of stares at Eldon,
That's an
Creepily
odd choice
picking
to
his-
mimic, but okay.
picking his nose with a ghoul finger.
What did he just do? That's remarkable.
Better not to ask questions. Unless you want to
away,
pay us 20
away.
gold now.
No.
Away we
All right.
must.
We'll explain later.
Hazel starts walking, but every few steps will look back until eyeing
Oh, yeah,
Sangora.
Yeah, as you guys are making your way away from the market, she seems to just stay there and just drift off into the crowd as you guys leave. She watches you as you go, but you can see like she just gets covered up by the crowds of people as you guys put distance between yourselves and her within the market. Excuse me. That's what happens when you inhale saliva.
Ooh. that was also
I don't
on
think
the
too many of the
menu
people
back
around
there.
here have to worry
That was
about
it.
that.
Yeah, it was in the jars back there. That's right.
That was one of the menu items right beside the sore thumbs.
Delicious.
I'll have a shot.
Essence of spit.
So, with that, you guys are I'm assuming following the directions that you guys were given from the book.
Indeed.
And you begin to make your way back out into the
Yeah,
graveyard
really-
region.
Really quick, if you'll allow me to go back just a minute in time while we were standing there walking away.
Mhm.
Because I have been around creatures like that. Could I have insight checked her while she was telling us the names and giving Selena the directions to make sure she was actually giving us correct directions?
Sure. Make it with advantage because of your new ability.
Yeah, I was looking for.
And while she's doing that, are we able to stock up on supplies?
Absolutely, there's
Here-
sore thumbs and saliva available readily.
I did not roll great at all. Somebody else has. I've not good rolls.
You believed everything she said, Hazel.
Okay.
Even though you weren't immediately trusting, you don't think she was telling you she wasn't guiding you in the wrong direction or anything. You don't see any supplies that living people like yourselves would have really any use for. Selena,
So no,
as
like-
you're looking through.
Odd holds up a
Weapon.
jar of some flies. You said some flies? Yeah. You wanted some flies? No? Oh, okay.
Aksu, now is not the time.
You guys, as Odd like turns around, like he bumps into some like small like ghoulish figure who drops a bunch of dead rats. Oh, you made me drop my rats, and he picks them all back up.
Hazel eats one.
Hey, I just paid 5 silver for that.
She growls at him and bites at him.
Okay, he runs away.
It's yours now, lady.
I bought it just for you.
Following the directions, where do we end up?
Well, as you guys are making your way through the graveyard, you guys are following the directions, and you can see the Dalandar tomb in the distance. Looks like a very, it's kind of a small area that looks like it has like this like little portico like porch area on it. Looks like you can enter it, and it looks like it has like like these kind of double doors like in the front of it blocking it.
Hold on, let me Google what a portico is.
I'll take you guys over
okay.
to a new map in a minute. It's kind of like it's got this little like a couple steps that leads up to like a porch area, and then there's these 2 doors closed in front of it. You can see above it. It says the roof is supported by stone pillars that extend from the tomb into like a weedy yard of uneven earth. There's a stone door at the tomb, and it has the engraved word Dalandar in all caps, like above it. But as you're kind of like approaching and looking at it, you hear like footsteps coming from behind you. And as you turn around to look, there seem to be 4 figures, 2 male, 2 female, walking up kind of behind you. You can see that there's like a bright light kind of behind them, giving them like the silhouetted look as they're approaching you. What do you guys do?
Orkin, what do we do?
Orkin kind of looks at Forrest and says, Forrest, what should we do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I just had to be in that situation.
I'm sorry, I missed that for a second. What was approaching us?
4
Looks like
figures.
4 figures.
4 figures,
with
4
the
humanoid-looking
light behind them.
figures. Yeah, it's like.
So they're silhouettes, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
2 look female-ish with long hair, and 2 male with like shorter hair, kind of walking on either side.
let's definitely be careful here. We're still a bit worn out from everything that's happened today.
Can we help Suze? If this is about the rat, I can't control the dog. The dog just eats whatever.
And they start to slow down in their step, and of course, you hear one of the men like talk. Of course, you can help us. Actually, we're kind of hungry. We thought maybe we'd have a little snack. And as you look, as he says snack, you can see
want a rat too?
he has these teeth extended down, and they all start kind of like looming over you a little bit closer as they start to walk slower. It looks like they're kind of spreading out a little bit, getting into some kind of attack formation. I would like each of you to click on your tokens. Well, actually, wait a second. I'm going to move you guys
You
to
might
a
want to
new
give us
map.
the map first here.
I'll give you the map.
Yeah.
And you guys can click on your tokens there and add yourselves to the order.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
And I'll add Orcon to this initiative as well. Oh yeah, there you go. Hazel.
Can maybe I recommend you a good stall back there? They had really good body parts.
We prefer fresh blood.
Oh, yeah.
Quick question.
Yep.
Is Eldon
Oh yeah, he's here.
Is he an ally? I guess.
I'll put him on the initiative. Yep, he's here. Oh, he rolled
Okay.
terrible on his initiative.
In no way, shape, or form was the transition between being in the crypt to being in Evernight considered a rest of any sort.
Because we did wake up.
You did wake up, but you never like stopped to say, "Hey, we're gonna take a rest here." So it's not really like a short rest or anything. Even like moving about and going through the market wouldn't have been considered a rest. So, unfortunately, no.
I'm trying to persuade the DM. I don't think I rolled high enough.
All right.
A for effort.
Let me go ahead and put us in the right order here. Selena, seeing the danger ahead of you, you get the jump. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna just go straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
They don't have numbers, or at least I can't see
Yeah, they do.
numbers.
They should have numbers.
Yeah, we can't see any
Yeah,
of their
we,
names.
we can't see their names or numbers.
Ah. Well, let me fix that for you. We'll go in here.
Just a set of quadruplets that all look the same.
Can you see one now? Yeah, they all look the same.
Yeah.
We see one.
All right, that's working. Let me get them all. I have to do them all separate, but I'm gonna get them set. For some reason that didn't transfer over when I pulled the new map. This map wasn't part of like the actual adventure, so I had to add it. The other map I was just afraid was going to be too small and wasn't going to work, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit more room.
Okay, perfect. I was like, I don't know which one is which. Do we start from bottom, start from top? I'm gonna take 2 swipes at vampire number 4. 17 to hit.
17 is going to hit.
And an 11.
11 unfortunately will not.
So she'll take
17.
5 piercing.
5 piercing.
Use one of the rolls. We're not gonna survive this without it.
Yeah, now is probably the time.
Now is the time.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
No, we are very serious.
Very serious.
Okay.
Vampires are no joke.
No joke.
Because in my head I was thinking they were similar to the whites that we fought.
Not
Earlier?
even close. No, whites are way weaker.
No.
Okay. Then yes.
Hefty.
Yeah. So you're gonna
Can
spend a
I
player
use-
reroll?
So you only rolled like a 4 on that. A reroll's probably the best
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
yeah?
Do a 4. Or a reroll. Why did I say a 4?
Do a 4.
17 is
Seven.
going to hit. Yep, so you turn it into a hit.
9 piercing.
9 piercing damage. Now, as you're swiping, this sword is no longer magical, and you can tell because it doesn't seem to be doing the amount of damage it was whenever it had that blessing from Odd on it.
Okay.
Oh no.
That was why I had asked if there was
Oh,
anything
no.
that was by.
Don't tell me that.
All right. That brings us... Well, yep, Selena got... Unless you have a bonus action, you can use Selena. Anything that you've got.
I don't think anything I can use.
Okay.
No. Because I think everything I have to use is like if they attack me first. And nobody's close enough.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
This vampire 2 is going to rush up to Hazel and go, "Hey there, cute little puppy." And
Oh.
is going to...
Hey, it knows your name.
What's up, Selena?
I was still riding you. Did I get off you at some point before we started this?
Well, yeah, I just assumed that you jumped off and ran over there.
If you want, that's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't have a health bar on my screen.
You don't. I don't see one on you.
Oh, yep, only on you specifically.
Well, now you
Or-
should be able to see it. You should be able to save it now. I don't know why it didn't work. Oh, it's because what's your maximum HP?
70.
70. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
save that, and now you should have one.
There we
Oh,
go.
it
yeah.
didn't have a maximum set for some reason.
For some reason, it didn't have the maximum set in it, so it wasn't showing the bar.
Yeah, he had one before. That's so weird.
Yeah, I think.
Something with the map pull,
Yeah,
probably.
I'll have to. Probably with the map when I pulled it in. All right. Is going to approach Hazel. Is going to multi-attack. One of them will be a claw, and one of them will be a bite.
Okay.
So here comes the claw attack. 21 to hit.
Yep.
Take
I'm a wolf.
7 points of slashing. But instead of dealing damage, it's going to grapple you around the neck.
Okay.
It's
So no
going
damage.
to try no damage, but now the bite happens.
Oh no.
24 to hit.
Yep.
8 piercing damage plus 7 necrotic damage. So you feel some of your life force being drained from you as the teeth sink into your flesh. The target's hit point maximum is reduced by the amount equal to the necrotic damage taken.
How much necrotic was?
7 necrotic. And
Well, I'm
this
in
one
wolf
isn't
form.
injured, but it would have healed itself that amount.
Okay.
Reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest. And that's all that individual's going to do, bringing us to Odd.
Oh boy. So since I can see Hazel's health bar is pretty low, I'm going to assume
My
that
real
we can
health
all.
bar. This isn't my real health
Yeah,
bar.
I know, but I can. Let me finish. I can assume that we're definitely able to tell that she is bloodied. So that being said, I am going to strongly suggest to the group that we focus fire one at a time and eliminate the target as soon as possible. So that being said, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I am going to cast, let's see, how do I ping? Bane on Vampire 1, Vampire 3, and Vampire 4.
Okay. I think that's
So
a
we're gonna
saving
do-
throw.
Yep, we're going to do a Bane.
I love that.
So
Saving
kill the one that's
throw.
not Bane, then, I think.
Is going to be 16 Charisma.
Charisma. Oh.
Yeah.
Charisma on the first is going to fail, so this one up top is baned. Cancel that. Baned. What could be baned? Just use that
Wrench.
symbol. Loaded the wrench. Save. Charisma. Here we go again. 13 is a fail. So this one over here is Bane.
Wow, that was a charismatic vampire.
Yeah, vampires
Yeah.
tend to be charismatic.
Yeah, they are very charismatic. An 8 is going to fail as well, so they all three fail their saves and are baned. Very good, Odd.
Bonus action, since that was my last level 1 spell slot, I'm going to convert 2 sorcery points into a level 1 spell slot.
All
So
right.
now I have 1 again.
Regaining some of your power back. That will bring us to Hazel.
Hazel just says, I can do that too, you know, and will bite Vampire 2 back. And
Okay.
because Odd is within 5 feet of them, I think they still get advantage.
Yeah, pack tactics, yep. And that will definitely hit.
And then
9
they have to make
piercing.
this. The
Now, do
strength
your
save.
attacks in Wild Shape, are they considered magical attacks?
As a moon, at a certain level, they get that feat.
I'm not moon, I'm dreams.
Dreams, so
Oh,
they might not be
no.
magical attacks
No,
then?
almost
Okay.
certainly not for dreams, I
Yeah.
think.
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
so it doesn't do as much as you would hope, damage-wise, as you're biting into it. And
DC
they do
13
make their
strength.
strength save, so gonna make that strength save and fails. Falls prone in front of you.
On the ground
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like tearing their neck.
Got
So
it.
goes both ways.
So vampire spawn one who is baned rushes up to Hazel's the closest. Is going to make a claw attack. 17 to hit. And it's gonna deal damage this time.
Yep.
That's gonna be minus 1d4.
Well, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and add that d4. Minus 1d4, only a 1, so still 16. I still think that's gonna hit.
Yeah, still
And it's
hits
gonna
the-
make a second claw attack. That's probably gonna miss, even without the bane.
It's a 14 for the wolf.
Yep. So misses with a 13. So you get hit with 1 for 8 slashing damage from this one, and then it brings us up to Forest.
So I'm gonna move up here to vampire spawn number 2. As I'm doing this, I'm gonna try to like make it obvious the holy symbol on my shield. Try to gain some of their attention if I can.
Got it. Yep.
While I make my attacks at vampire spawn 2 here. Ooh.
That's with advantage. Yeah.
Why would I have advantage?
Because it's prone. Vampire Spawn 2 is prone.
Rounds.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, he's right.
Because the wolf knocked him down. Yeah. Oh man, look at that.
only I had spell slots. 14 slashing damage.
14 slashing damage.
And we'll make another
Magical
attack.
slashing damage seems to work pretty well, Forrest. Screeches in pain with advantage. That's a 29. That's going to hit as well. As you strike down with 2 mighty blows.
Another 10 slash.
Another 10 slashing. Definitely
Don't
doing
have
the
many
trick.
bonus actions I can do without spell slots, so that'll be my turn.
Okay. Bringing us to Vampire Spawn 4. Selena,
Yes.
when this vampire is looking towards you, you can see that attack that you just, those attacks that you just made, the slashes where it showed a little bit of dark wound are starting to close back up.
Oh no!
Oh no.
It seems like they have an ability to
Heal
He's
themselves.
seriously annoying. He's
be seriously annoying. That's right. So this one is going to attack you, Selena. Starting with a claw attack. 13 is probably going to miss.
Miss.
So it's going to do a claw attack again. 12. You
Dodge.
dodge both very quickly. This halfling jumping around, unable to be grappled by this vampire. The next one is going to be this one in the back. Takes a step up towards Odd and tries to claw Odd. 15 to hit.
Minus 1d4.
Yep, minus 1d4. You are right. It's only going to be a 12, so I don't think that's going to cut it.
Nope.
So you get another claw attack. That one even
I
with
want
a d4. Oh, 16?
16 to hit? Yeah,
To hit.
that's going to hit.
Still hits. So instead of taking damage, you are now grappled. Oh, shield.
Thank God for that one
There-
spell slot.
There
I
was that
got.
one spell slot you just got, and it tries to grapple you, and all of a sudden this blast of arcane energy protects you from being grappled by the vampire. What would Orcon do, guys? He's got no spell slots.
We need
No,
to make
he
a
has
shirt
one-
that
oh, no,
says
he
that.
used the
What would
counter spell,
Orcon
that's
do?
right.
Yeah,
He
use
used
the counter spell to save you guys from get the mage from.
Disappearing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I guess.
Eldritch.
The Eldritch Blast at spawn number 2 sounds good.
Yeah.
Eldritch
Question.
Blast,
No,
spawn
I-
too.
2 is on the ground, so that would be disadvantage.
Before you make that decision,
Mhm.
as a bonus action, I can use Quick Toss. Can I toss him one of my daggers for him to use?
Well, Orcon's not really a physical character, so
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
wouldn't do a whole lot.
it wouldn't really help him, and you would know
Plus,
by...
he needs to hold his rod of the Pact Keeper, so his hand is already kind of occupied.
Okay.
That's better for like if
Yeah.
Forrest somehow gets disarmed, or if we're in a really tight spot, I think.
And you would know, especially with your experience with the rapier, if that dagger is not a magical weapon, it's probably not going to have very much of effect on these guys.
Okay.
Do you want to just go two shots with disadvantage and see how he does?
I think he would take the disadvantage shot.
Take 2 with disadvantage?
Would he go for? I don't think he would go for it too. I think he would go for.
Well, he gets 2 Eldritch Blasts. So
Looking
Yeah.
looking at his character sheet, Eldritch Blast is pretty much the best bet.
Well,
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
would do Eldritch Blast. I don't think he would shoot at Vampire Spawn too, though. Is what I'm saying. He would not take the disadvantage shots. He would just go to start eliminating anyone.
okay.
Move around the other side, go to 1.
Yeah, hit 1 or 3 or like he'd hit the one that it just hit Selena or something. Like he wouldn't
Okay.
go for the one on the ground.
So
right now, I don't think.
tell me 1 or 4. Which would you go? Selena or help Hazel?
Either.
Okay, I'll just move him over here to help Hazel. He's going to go and shoot 2 at Vampire Spawn 1. Regular shots. The first one is going to hit. And the second one rolls a natural 20 for a critical hit.
Nice.
So the first one is going to deal... Or that's the crit. It rolled the crit for me there. So 15 points of damage plus 4 points of damage. So a total of 19 on the first hit. And then the second one, he's going to roll... that one actually does 11 points of damage. As both of these...
No, I think the 1 is the additional dice from the crit. The 5 is his charisma modifier.
Well, it's accidentally rolling... Because I rolled the dice first to hit, so it's rolling crits twice.
Oh, okay.
So I should have rolled the damage for the first one and then rolled the other one and then the damage in D&D Beyond, but I didn't do it that way, so that's why I mathed it that way. So I took the crit off of there, and it's the 11 damage total. So, yes, that one takes those impacts. Now, does Bane just stays, it's based off of, it doesn't
Duration.
matter if you get attacked, yeah. Bring us to
concentration, but yeah.
Eldon. Eldon has some things he can do.
Thank God. He's more useful than Bitey.
He's not tired.
Let's do this. He is going to... He's going to fire at the same one that Orcon was firing at. He's going to blast with a guiding bolt.
Ooh, nice.
And 15 is going to hit for 15 radiant damage. Let me check something here. Okay, 15 radiant damage. And this one is now glowing with radiant light, granting advantage. And then Eldon is going to kind of move over and hide behind Hazel. And
Smart.
as that vampire is glowing and like searing with this radiant energy, that's where we're going to end this episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Things are getting a little hairy here, guys.
Yeah. Might take a few rounds, so.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take our intense music off for now as we get into the post-stream. And you guys made it out of the catacombs. You guys stopped a ritual. You guys got metaphysically linked with Vecna. And now you're in Evernight, trying to find a crevice of dusk in the Dalandar tomb to get back home to Neverwinter. There's a lot happened tonight.
A little.
Awesome job, everybody. And we'll hopefully have Orcon back next time to get in on this craziness and wonder
In 2
exactly.
weeks.
Yep, in 2 weeks. Yes, remember, those of you watching, we're going to be back in 2 weeks. Not next week. We're skipping next week, and we'll be back then. I think that's the only announcement I have here at the end of the stream. So make sure you guys tune in 2 weeks. See how this group manages this little encounter with some vampires here in the Evernight graveyard. Will they
In our
survive?
absence, you can.
Yeah, watch a bunch of streams and gain a bunch of probo points.
Yep.
So you can bring them back and help the players. You guys still got a lot up there on the board.
Yeah.
You guys got 4
But in our
D12s.
absence, you guys can always come by on Thursdays and Fridays and watch the other shows that our channel offers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The
please
occasional
do.
Saturday.
The occasional
The
Saturday. That's right.
Occasional. Every now and then.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus, everybody. See you next time. Good night.